Little life update. There's been a lot going on. Let me get more centered here. I think one of the cats has joined us, Rosie, if you can see. But there's been a lot going on. You know, my mother passed away June 13th, which was about 6 weeks ago. Still feels very surreal, very emotional, and it hasn't been that long, so it's fresh. I'm not going to say a fresh wound, but is a fresh pain for sure. But she had cancer. She was very sick, and I know she was in a lot of pain. So I'm happy she is at rest now. I'll say faith, Christianity, belief in Jesus, belief in God has helped ease the situation. It's helped me accept the situation. It helped me make peace with everything. So I'll say, I know everybody's not religious. Everybody doesn't believe in a higher power, but I would strongly suggest you try to build a relationship with God on your own. Try to meet him halfway through prayer. Very simple prayers. Like, dear God, this is a new experience for me. I don't know if I believe in you, but I'm looking forward to walking this journey of faith. If you could help guide my steps on this journey to belief, or show me why I should believe in you, I would appreciate your guidance. In Jesus' name I pray, amen. You can talk to God however you want to. But before I go out on that tangent, I'll say that, like I said, my belief, my faith has helped me through this, because I know she's in a better place now. I believe in heaven. I believe in hell. I know she's in a better place now. I know she's looking down on me, and I know I'm okay. She's gone, but there's still so much love out here from my other family members and friends. And no matter what happens, I'm in God's hands. So I know I'm going to be okay. Whatever life throws at me, it's going to be tough, but I know I'm going to be okay at the same time. So it's good to have that fact, and just moving with that in mind allows me to roll with the punches a little easier when I get punched. And let me tell you, that was a punch. So I quit my job a couple weeks before she passed away because her condition was getting worse. I was trying to go to work in the morning and then come home at lunch and take care of my mom. But as her condition got worse, I had to make a choice. It was full-time work or full-time caregiving. I was no longer able to do both. I was damn near losing my mind trying to do both. Just the anxiety of everything. I was scared to leave the house because I did not want to leave my mom alone. Sometimes people could come over and help out. Sometimes they couldn't. So on May 23rd, I officially quit my job. And if you know me, you know that my job is very stressful. It was very stressful. I was basically keeping the lights on, as they say. I was carrying the whole team while I was carrying a really big burden at home as well. So inevitably, it became too much to handle. And I'm so happy I quit my job. It was the best decision I've ever made in my life. And I would do it again 100 times over. I wish I quit it sooner. So I spent those weeks from May 23rd to June 13th just full time taking care of my mom, and I'm glad we had that time together. Some family members also came by to help. Two of my uncles came, one of my cousins came. Anytime I needed somebody, anytime I hit my breaking point, somebody was there to pick up the pieces or to step in when I had to step away. So, again, back to faith. I'm never going to be left alone, and it's all God's plan. And I really did feel that. But after she passed away, then it was straight to funeral plans. And there was a lot of cleaning that we had to do in the house because my mom kept everything from first grade report cards, anything I've ever drawn her. She just kept everything. And then on top of that, like, kitchen appliances, housing stuff, so many clothes. We must have thrown away 500 outfits or more. Something still with the tag on. And yes, I could have sold a lot of stuff, but this was more about peace of mind than money. So a lot of family members helped clear out the house, and I'm really appreciative of that. So from then, obviously we had the funeral service, which was great. A lot of my friends and family showed up. So many cards, flowers, plants, just a lot of love. I felt all the love. And again, it was a little overwhelming, to be honest. But I understand people want to show love. So I let them. I didn't always answer every phone call. I answered probably 2 or 3 a day. Some people you just have to wait because it's too much. We're dealing with a lot. We all process our emotions differently. I realized we have people who like to do 100 things at once. I think clinically that's called over-functioning. Those people who need to do 50 different tasks in the midst of a crisis. They want to handle everything. So if it's a funeral, they want to do the obituary, they want to handle the food, they want to talk to the church, they want to do the guest list, whatever. They want to do everything. Yes, they're being helpful, but that's also how they cope. They have to keep moving. Or else you have to face your feelings, which at some point we all have to do. That's one way to process. I've noticed over-functioning in a few of my family members, how they have to keep moving. They have to do stuff. They can't sit still. I'm somewhere in the middle. There's times that I do too much, and there's times where I feel like I know when I have to sit still. Either write, listen to music, take a walk, go for a run, or just do nothing at all and just feel my emotions. Which is new to me and something I've learned through therapy. So, you're dealing with so much when somebody passes away, especially your mom. I could be having a good day. Like, I still allowed myself to have good days throughout her whole diagnosis since December. And I got to that point. I didn't start at that point. So it's a really tough time, but God doesn't want us to sit down and cry for 24 hours a day, to stop doing what we love to do. He doesn't want us to stop going to the gym, stop writing if you like to write, stop web designing, whatever you love to do. He doesn't want us to stop completely. We're supposed to make space for everything. Everything is not always going to be balanced, but we're still here to live our best lives with the cards that we're dealt. So there were times where I was having a good day, but then I have to deal with the emotions of other people. I have to console them, or they might call me crying, and now I'm crying, or now I'm sad. But that's fine because emotions work through you. You don't have to sit in them forever. It is supposed to be a process of feeling and releasing. So I got to practice that a lot. So after the funeral service, there are a lot of affairs, bank accounts, financial assets, possessions that need to be settled. And that takes time. So I did take some time to myself late June after the service, but I knew I also had to get to work at the same time. So I feel like I had a good balance of enjoying the summer, seeing the people I love, going to the beach, just doing different things, going on dates, still allowing myself to have fun. And I think people are surprised to see me smiling. Of course, I have dark times. We still cry. I'm supposed to cry. And I enjoy crying, not to sound crazy. But it's a release, and it doesn't last forever. Today's the 25th. The last time I cried was the 21st. And that was actually my dad's birthday. We had a great day, but for some reason, it triggered emotions from my mom, or about my mom. And I was telling my friend, I think it's because when you lose somebody like that, you really appreciate every moment. Moving forward, you appreciate every milestone. Every photo means more after you lose somebody. So I think it was a mixture of happiness, sadness, so many things, and I just had to let it out. And if I think hard about it enough right now, I'll probably cry right now. So this is all brand new to me. I'm happy to be in therapy once a month. I used to go every 2 weeks, but right now it's once a month, to revisit these feelings, write some of these thoughts down, and go over it with a professional. That's all therapy is. You're going over your emotions with a professional. For anybody considering therapy, a lot of the lessons are breaking down how you feel in certain moments, whether it's a conflict or embarrassment, or when you really proud of yourself, just revisiting some of the emotions that we feel. If you can't break it down in the moment, finding time later in the day to write about it or to think deeply about what you felt. Or if you're not proud of how an interaction went with somebody, you can break that down later. And all the therapist does is give you a professional's perspective. I know we know everything. Nobody knows us better than us. But getting an outside perspective can be very beneficial. I don't know why we have this thing about therapy when we know they're professionals. They went to school for this. Like, yeah, I can go. I'm not going to do my own heart surgery, You know what I mean? I'm going to go to a heart surgeon who was trained. So it's the same exact thing with emotions and mental well-being. Because I think we would be surprised to know how much shit we're carrying around that we aren't even aware of. We may not even know when we started carrying it or why, but we're still carrying it. And at 30 years old, carrying trauma from my late teens, it's not embarrassing, but like, let that shit go. I'm multitasking right now because all I'm doing is copying notes. But soon I do want to lock in and learn. But this is just to review later. So I feel like I can talk. I'm also checking the camera battery on my new camera. I don't even know what it's called. I went to Best Buy yesterday in Savannah, Georgia. And I got a new camera because my other camera is with my church. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm really excited about life. I just got approved for a new apartment because my current apartment where I used to live with my mom, the rent was going up to $2,800 a month, and don't nobody got time for that. That was a 50% increase. I'm rounding up. It's a 47% increase from the previous amount. And through some loopholes, it was perfectly legal for the landlord to do that in Montclair. So, was I mad about it? Yes. Did I just lose my mom less than a month? Did I just lose my mom less than a month from receiving that news? Yes. Did my landlord know about my situation? Yes. But does any of that matter? Really, no. Nobody owes me anything. And I just have to roll with the punches, and that's what I did. And again, that comes from faith. I know I'll be okay, no matter what. So I got my new place. It only took a week. And I'm in this course. I don't want to go back to a 40-hour work week just yet. I want to pursue some other things. Right now, I feel like I'm betting on myself with this real estate course, trying to be all in, and I never know what else will come to me. I have so much free time now to think, to network, to pursue other opportunities rather than the same routine. Out the door at 8, work at 9 a.m., leave work at 6, home at 7, dinner, shower, bed. It's a 40-hour work week, but really it's the full day, Monday through Friday. So I'm just so much happier now to have a little bit of freedom. Because if you know me, you know that my phone is ringing, and it's probably my dad.